Heyo guys, it's your boy Jazper, and welcome to another video. It's weird to talk in front of the camera again because I last uploaded my video a year ago, I think. Yeah, I'm gonna link it down below, or I don't know. I think I'm gonna create another channel because my previous booktube channel was already known by my family and relatives. I don't want them to watch. A month has ended already, June has ended, and can't wait for July. Can't wait for it to be miserable again, just like how this previous month was. We have a pandemic right now. Stay safe everyone, and we are in a home quarantine. Probably majority of us are in house, discovering new hobbies, discovering new identities. Mostly I spend my time reading and hating myself. For this video, I'm gonna show you the books that I read for the month of June. So June was a good reading month for me because I read 6 books, and not just 6 books but 6 thick books. I said thick books because majority of the books that I read this month are ranging from 500 to 700 pages. Only 2 of them are below 400. Most of these books I rated 5 stars. Only 1 book I rated 4 stars because you'll know about that later on in this video. Before anything else, if you're new to my channel, well, my channel is new, I think. Hi, my name is Jazper, 18-year-old booktuber from the Philippines. So, I'm gonna link my socials down below, and let's be friends. So yeah, without further ado, let's dive into the video. The first sets of books that I read for the month of June is the 5th to 7th book of the Harry Potter series by an unknown author. For your information, I haven't read the series until now. This is my first time reading the Harry Potter series. I read Order of the Phoenix, Half-Blood Prince, and the Deathly Hallows. So, as you can see, they are thick. She thick. Order of the Phoenix, so I think I can say this is my most favorite from the series because I was attached to the plot, the characters. I'm emotionally invested to everything about this book. This is the most political book among the series, and because of what was happening to the government here in the Philippines, I read this in that shit moment. Government. There's no dull moment in this book. No, this series actually. Every chapter of this book is rich with information about the world building. Next we have the Half-Blood Prince. I can say that this is more of like a bridging book in the series because we dive deeper in the life of Tom Riddle, about his family, about his relatives, and I attempted to make a reading vlog about this. I already edited that, but I'm not gonna upload it because it's embarrassing. And the last is the Deathly Hallows, the final installment in the series, and I think this is my second favorite among the series because it's action-packed from page 1, literally page 1. In the 5th chapter, someone died already. So this book was literally like death, 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 death. And actually I love that. I love my experience in reading the whole series. I love everything except for the author. And speaking of the author, I'm gonna say her name now, J.K. Rowling. I hate the fact that I read the series in the moment wherein she proved that she is problematic. As you all know, her Twitter fiasco, she is evidently a transphobic because of her tweets. So being problematic. It's hard to separate the art from the artist. So I don't really know what to feel about the series, but one thing's for sure, to all my LGBTQ, you are all valid, you are all beautiful, we are all beautiful, we are valid. Don't let others infiltrate your mind with their bigoted opinions. They're trash, and don't let them ruin your happiness. When we were born, we are marked with a right to be happy. We have the right to do whatever we want to do our body, with ourselves. Don't let others tell you otherwise. Being happy and comfortable with yourself is a right, not a fucking privilege. And it's Pride Month. This month is Pride Month. Shout, fist up. Pride is a protest, and it will always be. Mahaba-habang laban pa. The next book that I read for the month of June is They Both Die at the End by Adam Silvera. So, Adam Silvera, this is actually a reread because after reading the series, I decided to, read something light. So, this is actually my top 2 favorite book of all time. This book is about a universe wherein when will you die. So, there's this organization called the Death Cast. So, at midnight, they'll call you that you're gonna die that day. They'll be like, hello, bitch, you're gonna die today. So, spend every minute of it doing whatever the fuck you want. Because you're gonna die anyways. It's cruel. It's sad. This centers around the characters named Rufus and Mateo. They met in an app called Grindr. No, not Grindr. The Last Friends. So they met and they changed each other's life. I absolutely adore this book. It's very heart-wrenching and it's sad, and it truly made me realize that we should live every day of our lives like it's our last day. Do whatever we want to do because death is inevitable. YOLO. Next book, another from a series, the first 2 books in a trilogy, I think. A Court of Thorns and Roses and A Court of Mist and Fury by Sarah J. Maas. So, here's the thing about Sarah J. Maas. Story time. So, Sarah J. Maas is the kind of author who's like a neutral kind of author. This is the middle. This is the area where everyone likes her, and this is everyone who doesn't like her. And now, years ago, I'm leaning more on the don't like her side, but now, after reading these 2 books, I'm now here. I like her now. The Throne of Glass series, I didn't like that. The first book was, okay, sure, gonna try reading the second book. The second book is good, but it's not enough for me to continue reading the series. So yeah, years ago I find Sarah J. Maas's writing style to be descriptive, to be detailed, and I think her world building, it's too slow for me, I think. Personally, it's my opinion. But in this book, Akatar and Akomaf, I loved her writing style. For example, there's this one scene that Sarah J. Maas described what Farah's feeling about a certain painting and a music, and I love how I can feel that also. Like, it hits here. Anyways, A Court of Thorns and Roses centers around a girl named Farah, a girl huntress. In order to survive, she needs to hunt, because if she didn't hunt, her family's gonna die. Her dad is a shit, daddy issues, and their sisters are meh, sucks lang. There's this wolf and she was like, I'm gonna fucking kill you, and bang, hits in the eye the wolf, and days pass, someone came into their house, a beast. By the way, this is a Beauty and the Beast retelling. A beast came into their house and said,
you took my emissary's life, so you're gonna pay that with your life. Come with me.
So Farah went with the beast, and that's when she tasted a fairy stick. I rated this book 5 stars, and this one, Akomaf, This is the book that I rated 4 stars because the world building was slow. I think the world was forcefully shown into us because Farah was like, what is this? And the characters will like answer her question. So like it was squeezed in this book, the world building. It could have been like 400 pages max. That's fine. Halfway through this book, I decided to give this 3 stars, but with that ending, dude, the ending intrigued me and it excites me for the 3rd book. That's why I gave it 4 stars, because if that ending was not mind-blowing enough, this will receive 3 stars only. I am very, very much excited for the 3rd book. June was a good reading month and I hope the next month will be as good as usual. Yay! 6 books, 6 thick books. So that's pretty much it for this video. Don't forget to like this, subscribe to my channel, let's be friends. I'm gonna link it down below. So that's it. Bye bookworms, bye people. See you guys in my next video, hopefully. So bye.